Okay, you guys, hello. For those of you guys that do not know me, my name is Allie Frazier. I am a double diamond, and I've been with the company. Next month will be 3.5 years, which is absolutely insane because it still feels like 3.5 months. But yeah, we've had so many people join our teams this year already, 2019. Whether you joined last month or this month, maybe this is a refresher for you. Maybe you just joined, and the thing about it is that you joined at one of the craziest times that this company has had literally since it started 18 years ago. I'm talking the sales, the promotions, the momentum, the raises in paychecks, all of these things, you guys, it's happening right now. So whereas you guys may feel like there's a lot going on, maybe you're in a team chat, a team page, we got the social media boot camp that we are absolutely rocking. I know that it might feel like you were just kind of thrown in to this group of crazy girls and crazy guys who are just so hyped up, and you're like, what is that keto coffee and what is in it and why are these people so crazy? But you guys, it is because we know that we have something in our hands that is not only going to change our own lives, it's going to change our families' futures. It is something that is going to be able to create a legacy, and it's just something that it can literally be passed down through your family, this business, which is really, really cool because it is your business. So the number one thing, you guys, right off the bat that I want to make sure that everyone is here for is you guys all want to get a planner and a notebook, okay? So whether you have to go to the Dollar Tree, they have cheap planners and notebooks, whether Walmart, you can order them online. If you have an iPad that you use, I know there's probably some calendar and planner apps that you can get. I'm sure Casey could find some and hook us up with those. So you guys, that is like the number one thing that you need in this business. You need your phone, you need a notebook, and you need a planner. So if you have not gotten those things yet, make sure you have that done definitely by the end of the month. The reason why, and this is what I explain to people, is when you start, you may talk to, a couple of family friends or a couple of, friends from high school, right? And they tell you they want to order and you're so jazzed and they're waiting until payday, right? Well, it's a little bit easier to remember that your friend Megan gets paid on Friday and she's going to order hair, skin, and nails from you. However, the more people that you start talking to, the more conversations you start having, the more friends that you start gaining on social media, there's going to come a point where you can no longer remember everyone that you've talked to, what products you've talked to them about, when they said they were going to join, whether or not they were a loyal customer or distributor. So that is just number one. I wanted to before we kind of jump in, we're going to go 3 different things that we think are very important for you guys to know as new distributors. However, that is just like right off the bat, I want everybody to have that. Either have a planner, have a notebook, make it a point to get one, because we don't want anyone slipping through the cracks, especially right now during tax season, and with all this momentum and with how many of you guys are doing host to post, how many of you guys are talking to people on Instagram. And so, yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way. So we're going to, like I said, me, Hope, and Vanessa are going to kind of tag team this training because we all have strengths and we want to give you guys some of our best tips for what our strengths are. So that way you guys can apply these tips to your business. We know that most of you guys are new, so we're going to keep it in simplest terms for you guys to understand, okay, this is what I need to do. These are the things that are most important. So you guys, I just love Facebook, okay? Facebook is my jam. I have grown to absolutely love Facebook Lives. I have grown to love the Facebook algorithm. If you use it in your favor, the algorithm can absolutely change how you look at social media. And so you guys, I've kind of figured that out. And so if you're brand new, okay, and you just joined and you're like, okay, I have 400 Facebook friends, right? That's awesome. We're excited. 400 is a good number to start with, but wouldn't you much rather be talking to 4,000 people instead of 400, right? If we know that when it comes down to it, this business is, we basically get paid to make new friends. Like that's what we get paid for. We get paid to make new friends. So if you only have 400 friends on Facebook, your number one priority on Facebook is getting more people that are going to be seeing your posts, that are going to be seeing what you're putting in your Facebook story, that are going to be seeing what you're doing on your Facebook Live. And so you guys, I want to tell you one of my very best tips, okay? The name of the game is growing your market with quality people, okay? People that are honestly, you're going to connect with, people that are going to want to see your posts, people that are going to, not just see your posts about the business and be interested, but be interested about what you're doing, what you had for dinner, what your kid is doing, what grade you got on your test this week that you studied for midterms, whatever it is. You want to find an audience on Facebook that literally feels like family. Okay. And I know that may sound a little crazy, but I love social media and I love Facebook because I have grown Facebook friends that feel like family. They interact with me when I post. When I ask questions, they answer, right? When I put up polls, they vote. They feel like they are, a part of something, a part of my life, a part of, the parts that I share with them. So my number one first tip right off the bat is you do not want to go on Facebook and start posting a million things about it works. I know it sounds crazy. I know that, you're thinking, well, I just joined this company and I need to tell people about it. And I need to tell people that I'm selling stuff, right? We're going to teach you to do that. We don't want you to do it in a spammy way. Because if you're trying to grow your audience, if you're trying to grow your Facebook friends, if you're trying to grow that market, you're going to have a hard time getting people to accept your friend requests when they look at your page and all they see is you trying to sell them something. They're not even going to give you a chance, okay? Guess what? Every single distributor in this company sells Confianza. We all sell keto coffee. We all sell greens, okay? People don't necessarily want to be sold to on social media. They want to feel, and what we want to feel is that they are genuinely, when they buy a product from us, we want to feel like they're investing in us. We want to feel like they're happy to support us, like they want to support us, right? And so the best way for you guys to do this in the beginning is to get into the rhythm, get into the groove, create a schedule, and just start posting more about you, what you had for dinner, what you did this weekend. Ask a question about, who knows the best place to get pancakes in the town that you live in. Whatever it is, you want to start posting more about you so that all of these new people that you're adding, so that they can connect with you, so they can learn more about you, so they can feel like, okay, I just added this girl, but, oh, I love pancakes, and oh, wait, she has a pit bull, oh my goodness, and oh, she rides horses, so do I. I'm going to keep her around. I want to see what she posts about. We want to pull people in and keep them feeling involved, keep them feeling invested in us. And at the end of the day, you joining, you signing up and posting about keto coffee 7 times a day is not helping you. It's hurting you. It is pushing people away. People don't want to be sold to. So if you can gain their trust by posting about your life, letting them in on that, right? Letting them in on what you had for dinner, letting them in on, asking for Netflix suggestions, letting them in on those things. If they feel invested, well, then when they see you making your keto coffee and you're talking about how much you love it and how you've already lost 3 pounds, they're going to be like, what is this skinny coffee this girl's talking about? And they're going to reach out to you. Or when you do send them a message and ask them to put up a post, or you do send them a message and ask them to join your team, they're going to know, oh, yeah, that's the girl with the pit bulls. Or, oh, yeah, that's the girl that, does funny Grey's Anatomy memes. They're going to know, and you're not going to feel like such a stranger. If you're new and you're sending messages, and Hope's going to touch on that, but if you're new and you're sending messages and you're feeling like you're not getting a great response, that's because people are like, who is this girl and what is she talking about? They just don't know you yet, and that's okay, but we want to show you how to post on Facebook in a way that adds value. You can't just go on social media and be like, buy this, join this, me. People don't care. They don't. And that is the harsh truth, and that is as red as I'm going to get tonight. But the truth of the matter is that no one is going to come running with their credit cards because you posted some other person holding a cup of keto coffee. No, they want to see you use the product. They want to see how it makes you feel. They want to trust that when they join you or when they buy from you, that you're going to be there for them. And the only way that we can do this, you guys, is by opening up those parts of our lives and really showing people, listen, I'm not just here to sell some health products. I'm here to connect with people, to gain friends, to create a social media family. And I think that that is honestly your guys' number one. That would be my tip for you, is that if you just started and you don't have a lot of Facebook friends, if you have under 4,000 Facebook friends, your number one priority is getting to 4,000, 5,000 Facebook friends, okay? So that way, as you're doing these posts, as you're figuring out your brand, as your enroller is helping you kind of hone in on what you should be posting and what different types of content you can post, you guys also don't want to just go add the first 4,000 people you find on Facebook, okay? So let me, before I turn this over to Vanessa and she kind of explains where we're going to go with Instagram and how to get started on Instagram, this is what I want you guys to hear for Facebook, okay? It is about quality over quantity, okay? I would much rather have 10 really good quality Facebook friends, people that are going to interact, people that are going to connect, people that are going to watch my Facebook Live, people that are going to feel like, you know, I could go out and have a coffee with them and have something to talk about. Those are the people that I'm going to add. I am not going to go through, you know, my high school ex-boyfriend's Facebook friends and go add everyone we went to high school with just to grow my Facebook friends. Guess what? No, bad idea. Don't do it. Okay. I'm going to join a Facebook group. I literally just joined a Facebook group about one of this YouTuber that I really love. I joined a fan Facebook group and I started adding some people from there because guess what? If they watch YouTube, chances are they spend some time on their phone and hey, I may have a business for them or maybe they're interested in the products. Whatever it is, you guys, Facebook groups, you can use them to your advantage, okay? You can branch out, and that's really what I want you guys to do. When you're adding people on Facebook, I don't want you adding everybody from your hometown. In fact, I'm going to tell you this. Stay away from adding people from your hometown, okay? We can talk about growing your team local at another point in time, but I truly believe the most supportive people for me in this business were complete strangers who didn't know my past, who didn't know my reputation, who didn't know where I came from, who didn't know anything about me, aside from the fact that I was taking these greens every day and I loved them and I kept posting pictures of my really cute dogs, okay? I want to find people that don't necessarily know me so that way I can use my posts to show them who I am. And then they can learn to know me, learn to like me, and learn to trust me. And that's where that relationship is going to get built. Your relationship should be getting built through your posts. So that way when you send a message, they're like, oh yeah, I know exactly who this girl is. She's always talking about, you know, drinking her coffee in the morning with her dogs or whatever it is, whatever your brand is. So as far as Facebook, that is my number one tip. Like I said, I would just be very not picky, but pay attention to who you're adding on Facebook, okay? I wouldn't add from just one market. So if you're a college kid, yes, you're going to connect better with college kids, right? But that doesn't mean that you can't also add moms or, you know, people that are married and first-time homeowners, whatever it is. Try and switch up your market. Try not to just add college kids or just add nurses or just add dog walkers or whatever your thing is. Try and switch it up because, I mean, my favorite thing about my team is how different we all are. And that is because from day one, I was adding and pulling and taking and posting with different markets. So that is kind of where I would start on Facebook. Like I said, I wouldn't go post these, you guys, some of these posts, some of these pictures, right? Like I was talking to my other friend, one of my teammates, Vanessa, the other day, and this is such a good example and I keep using it, but she doesn't ever get her nails done. She doesn't ever have nail polish on, okay? She bites her nail. She's not a nail polish girl. So if she posts a picture of someone with their nice acrylic nails holding a bottle of Confianza, her friends are going to know that's not her. They know Vanessa doesn't wear nail polish. They're going to see through that, okay? People on social media want you to be real. They want you to be authentic. They want to see you using the product. So that is my number one suggestion, is to lay off the super spammy pictures that have been used 700 times of keto coffee, and to really stick to just using your own products and using the pictures that you take and creating stories that are your own, because that people are going to want to buy from you if you're excited because you're getting results. They're going to want to buy from you if you're hype about the keto energy you just took or about the keto coffee you just made. So, Vanessa, I'm going to turn it over to you, and she's going to kind of go over how to get started on Instagram, kind of how to start, getting yourself familiar with that. So let me unmute you.
Okay. Hello. Can everyone hear me? Great. Okay, so basically everything that Allie said can be applied to Instagram so far, except the thing where Allie said that on Facebook you can kind of have a broader audience and a broader niche of people to follow. Instagram is not like that. Instagram profile, people on Instagram like to know what they're getting from your page. A confused mind always says no, right? So on Instagram, it is very important to figure out what your brand is. Like Allie was saying, you don't want to be posting crazy biz stuff all the time. So then what are you posting about? Yourself. And I feel like when a lot of people start this business, they don't know what to post about. They think that their life is boring, and it's really hard to start looking at your life and finding those things where you're like, oh, I should snapshot this of my life and put it on my story. Okay. So that's what I want you guys to do with Instagram when you're very new to get started, because the same, just like what Allie said, if most people don't have 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 Instagram followers when they're beginning. And it is so important when you're starting out to build your audience. I mean, that is how you're going to get customers. That is how you're going to get distributors. So you want followers. If you are going out and following people, and the first thing they see when they go to your page on Instagram is black, bling, and green, they're going to go running the other way, because they're going to be like, oh, look, this girl only has like 50 followers. She's clearly only following me because she sells something. Like, you don't have a lot on your page yet for people to have something to see, for them to trust you, to know who you are. Okay. So on Instagram, it's really important to start sort of documenting your life. Okay. And you kind of want to have like a niche of things that you like. So for instance, on my Instagram page, I'm all about like natural hair. So I talk about natural hair a lot. I post when I wash my hair, what products I'm using, things like that. I'm really into, just positivity, and I love music. I'm a music person. I'm a singer. So in my bio, that's what my page is about. So that's the 3 things that I keep in there, and everybody expects to see that content on my page. Okay. So right now, I want all of you guys to write down your top 3 things. Okay. I want you to write your top 3 things that describe you, or 3 things you're really interested in, or something you're really passionate about. Sometimes I know that can be really hard, right? It's like the worst interview question if you're applying for a job. Tell me about yourself. And you're just like, I don't know. But this is what you're doing when you're following people on Instagram. When you follow them and they go to your page, like, that's you answering that question for people being like, should I follow this person? Your bio, your picture, the first few pictures they see when they go to your page is you saying, this is who I am. And that's going to make people decide if they're going to accept your friend request on Facebook and accept your follow request on Instagram. So everybody write 3 things right now that are about you, okay? And try to make them a little bit detailed if you can. So maybe you really love making food. Maybe you bake all the time. Okay. You could add that in your bio. You're a mother. Maybe you're just a mother specifically just to boys, or a mother to twins, or a mother specifically to girls. Maybe you're really into sports like Casey. Maybe you're also into curly hair. Okay. So I want you to think of 3 things that comes naturally to you every single day, things that would be easy for you to consistently put that type of content up. okay? Because that's how you're going to start telling people who you are and what they can expect from your page. And once you figure those 3 things out, it's also going to be so much easier for you to find value and content for you to post outside of your business, okay? And that's like something that's so, so important is that, excuse me, I think when people first join this business, they take themselves out of it. And they immediately just become a spammy robot advertisement about their business. And that's the complete wrong way to go about it. People love to buy things, but they do not like to be sold to, okay? So when someone goes to your Instagram page, if the first thing they think about you is that you sell stuff, your page it's not right. You need to have more of you in there, okay? Especially when you're just starting out and you're trying to grow those followers. Okay? So make sure you guys are writing that down right now. Find those 3 things. And if you have like 5-7 million things in your bio on Instagram, I want you to go and take some of that stuff out and just put these 3 things, okay? And then every single day as you're posting content, yeah, you guys can totally share them. Maybe you'll help somebody else who has similar interests. I know sometimes it's like really hard to think about the things that you like, and this is gonna change over time too, you guys. Like my brand always changes as I'm growing as a person. Like I used to live in Europe, so I always would post like more international things and talk about traveling and stuff like that. And now I'm back in the States, so my brand is changing. So I'm just trying to give you a more focused niche right now, because when you figure out these things, this is how I'm going to help you find followers who are going to care about what you post, because they're going to have similarities. So when you know your 3 things, and this is what you're going to try to keep your content revolving around when you post on your stories, when you post on your timeline, when you work your business into these things, you want to follow people who have similar interests. Why? Because those people are going to care more about following you back because they relate to you. They're going to want to read your content and pay attention to you more. So say like, I'm just going to go off, someone said, I'm a mom to 4 boys, positivity, cooking, and baking. So when you are going to find your audience, you can go to hashtags and say, you can go search hashtag boy mom, right? And every single person who's used that hashtag is going to pop up. You can go to those people's profiles and follow those people. You can follow anybody who has similarities like that. Or cooking and baking. Yeah, hashtag, what's your favorite thing to bake? Like lately, I've really been in a cupcake mood. I've been posting some of those things on my story. So that's not something I continuously do. So I'm not going to make it part of my brand. But if it was something I love to do all the time and I did make cupcakes every single week, I would go find people who like to make cupcakes. I would follow them and I would comment on their stuff and I'd be like, hey, like I like making cupcakes too. Like what kind of tip did you use to pipe that frosting? And they're going to be like, oh, why is she asking me that? And then they're going to go to your page. If I did do cupcakes, they're going to go to my page and they're going to be like, oh, she does cupcakes too. I have something I can relate to her, follow. You see what I mean? You have to know who you are and what your interests are so that other people are not confused when they come to your page and they can see who you are as well. And they're more likely to follow you back. And then you're not so confused about who to follow and what to post every day. Like Allie was saying, like you don't want to just go follow anybody. You want to follow quality people. You want to follow people who are going to have something in common with you so that they actually pay attention, read your posts. They want to get to know you. We gravitate towards people who we have similarities with. So that's why you want to do this. So you have to know who you are and what kind of content you're going to put on your page so that you can go and then follow people with similar content. You're going to get follows back so much faster. You're going to build your audience so much faster. You're going to have people start interacting with you faster because if they love cupcakes, I'm going to keep going back to that. If they love cupcakes, and you start posting, oh, look at these cupcakes I made with this new kind of frosting. People who love making cupcakes are going to comment on your stuff. And you started building a relationship with them. And that's the thing. That's the thing. These steps are going to help you build relationships so much faster. Because then when the business opportunity does get brought up, when you do bring up products on your story, these people are already going to have sort of like an open heart and mind to you because they're like, oh, that's the cupcake girl. She's selling this product. I'm interested. Is this making sense? Everybody give me like let me hear what you're thinking. Everyone following along? Everyone got their 3 things? Girl mom, eyeshadow lover, cute, fitness, pug mama. Great, great, great. These are all so good, you guys, because every day you need to stay consistent with the content you're posting, especially on Instagram. Not necessarily Facebook, but I feel like on Instagram, especially. And I think sometimes it's hard to come up with things, but if you decided what your brand is and the things that you like, just stick to that. Every time you feel like, I don't know what to talk about today, go back to what is in your bio and post that. Maybe your kids are having a rough day today. You said you're a boy mom. Maybe you can post about like boy mom problems. I don't know. I have 2 nephews, so I kind of know some of the issues. One of them is is going to start potty training, so that's always fun. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, you know what I mean? You can start talking about things like that. What you could even say is like, okay, I'm going to get off topic because I'm supposed to just stick to like not being spammy. Do not post a lot of business stuff. Post who you are and follow people who have similar interests so you can grow your audience faster. So that's basically, yeah, for real. So that's basically, basically what I want to talk to you guys about too, like as new distributors. So that's something I really want you guys to focus on. So if you do have an Instagram already, if you have any It Works stuff in your bio whatsoever, you need to remove that. If you have any highlights on your story or any highlights on your page that have anything like they're just dead giveaways that you sell something, I need you to get rid of that and come up with something else to say about it. Like if you guys need examples, you can check out my page and how I do mine. Like I have business stuff all on my page. But if you take a quick glance at my page, you see Vanessa, not my business. And that's what you want to do. And that's what we want to get newbies started off on right away so that you guys can get results right away, build your audience, and not burn any bridges. Like when I started, I immediately thought I need to spam people all day long. I need to post product, results. And I watched my followers and friends count just tank. Because that's our natural instinct, right? It makes sense. I started a business. I should post about my products, but it actually does not work that way. So that's what we're trying to help you guys learn from our mistakes. So you don't burn those first few bridges and everyone has a bad idea about it works. And then you have to work that much harder to be like, no, this is genuine and I love what I do and these products are truly wonderful. That's why I'm posting about them. So just to recap, make sure there's nothing It Works in your bio. I want to make sure, keep working on your brand. What are 3 things about you that you think you can consistently post about every single day? On your story, there should be at least 5 minimum slides a day about something you're just doing with your day that has nothing to do with your business, especially when you start. You need people to get used to your presence on social media as a person. Like some of you have never been on social media before. Now you're just showing up on people's radar, right? You got to get used to doing that every single day and just stuff about yourself. And then you can start working your biz stuff, and seeing who's watching your stories and who's interacting with you. And that becomes your potentials list. And then from there, you go to your enroller and they help you learn how to talk to those people. And I think at that, how do you add your, and so basically we get to that point where when you start growing your audience and you have sort of your niche, then it's all about conversations. And that's where I'm going to leave it off for Hope because she is so good at words.
Yeah, no, that was so good. It was just exactly what we needed to hear, I think, on Facebook. I mean, it's the same thing really on Facebook and Instagram. Like you said, a lot of the girls that get started, they're like, hi, I post on Instagram once a month. And like, so if you're going to go on Instagram and all of a sudden post 37 slides about what the cleanse is, people are going to be like, whoa, okay, she's here just to get us to buy her stuff or she's just trying to sell stuff. It's kind of like, we're loud and we're proud here at It Works. And don't get me wrong, we are not trying to hide the fact that we sell products or that we're proud of what we sell. We're trying to help you guys slowly transition into having a professional business that is run on social media. It is not the same as posting once a month or just copying and pasting Instagram stories. So that was so good, Vanessa. And then I'm going to obviously bring it to Hope. And then if anyone has any questions, we can kind of come back, circle, and all of them answer. But thank you. Oh, I just muted myself. Let me find Hopi. Let's see.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys see me? We had a Wi-Fi debacle a little bit ago, but I think I'm doing okay now. Let me know. I can't see anybody, so hold on. I'm going to slide over. Can everyone hear me and see me okay? Yes? No? Maybe not? Yep. Okay. We're good. Oh my God. Was that just not so good, you guys? I'm like dying over Allie and Vanessa's tips because it's so good. And so we're going to talk about, so now you guys are right. Okay. So we're going to back it up. So now you guys are thinking like, okay, well, they just told me like not to post about my business. And so like, how am I gonna like get I need customers and I need people to join my team. I don't know how. So you guys need to take a pause and you need to understand that it doesn't make common sense to you right now, but the way that you're going to get these customers and distributors is all in your messages. Okay. It's in the conversations that you're going to be having with people. And so when your page is not covered with black, green, and bling, when it is personal on Facebook or Instagram, when it is, about you and you have your 3 things and your bio is perfect and you're using the social media page that we have to take amazing photos, and we're going to be digging more into quality photos and quality content with you guys in a Zoom that's not so like basics driven, but the conversations, you guys, the messages that you're going to be sending out to people, the conversations you're going to be having with these people, the way that you're going to follow up with them, and your consistency. Okay, so that's my job. And it's so funny because if you guys have been on trainings with us before, you know that Allie is totally a Facebook girl. Vanessa is totally an Instagram girl. And I'm like a social media chameleon. Okay, I love Facebook and Instagram. I've totally rocked both. I've gotten customers from both. I've gotten distributors from both. And I continue to do that. And I feel like the number one thing that I've learned and just has been reinforced over and over again. You guys, I literally just signed my 26th distributor of the month, by the way, like 5 seconds before I came on here. So I like to think I'm pretty good at talking to people and making friends, and that's why people want to join my team. So we're going to talk a little bit about what it means to have a genuine conversation with somebody, okay? Because I know that there are so many of you that are brand new in this business, and you are literally thinking like, I have no idea what to say. I'm so scared crapless to message somebody because I feel like I'm going to like word vomit all over them. And so I'm going to give you guys just a few of my best tips for starting a conversation, having a conversation, continuing a conversation, and then kind of this idea of sealing the deal. But really what you're doing, and really what I hope you guys will do, so I got to put down my iPad. I cannot pay attention to anything if there's messages popping up on my screen. It's not really sealing the deal. It's really just leading them to a decision. And so that kind of goes right into when you are sending somebody a message, and we hear all the time, cold messaging, right? How many people have heard the phrase cold message, and it just like sends shivers up and down your spine because you're like, I don't want to be one of those people. The way that you need to be thinking about messaging, the way that you need to be thinking about reaching out to people is that you are not messaging them to get them to buy something. You are not messaging them to get them to join your team. Your job in reaching out to somebody is to share the information about what you are doing. So first and foremost, every single message that you're sending out, whether it be to your best friend, your grandma, or a random girl on Instagram, needs to be something that you would say to somebody if they were standing right in front of you. Okay? If you were standing right in front of someone, you wouldn't say, hey, sweet pea, I'm looking for people to do a 90-day product challenge at my discount. We have this, and that. Would you be interested? That's not how you would talk to somebody. I mean, maybe it is, but that's not how I would talk to somebody. So you need to figure out, you need to take out the notes on your phone and speak into it as if someone's standing right in front of you. Okay, so what I mean by this is like you need to say, like for me, this is just a personal example. Hey there, I came across your page and you just seem so sweet, so I figured it was okay if I sent you a quick message. I'm looking for some people to try some products that I personally use and love, and I'm wondering if you would be interested in getting some more information about them. Do you guys see the huge difference between asking somebody if they're interested in buying something and asking somebody if they're interested in more information? That alone has been a total game changer in my conversation. Because sure, some people might still say no, thank you to more information, but a hell of a lot more people are going to say no, I'm not interested in buying your crap. which is exactly what Allie and Vanessa just explained to us about being spammy and being impersonal on our pages. Nobody wants to feel sold to. Nobody wants to feel like they're being pushed into something. So just simply saying, hey, I have no idea if you'd be interested, but I would love to give you some more information. Can I send some over? Is it cool? Are you open to connecting with me? That's one of my favorite phrases to use when I'm messaging somebody about the business. Hey, I came across your profile and I think that your little family is so cute. I think you could be amazing at what I do. Would you be open to connecting about it? And I can send you some more information. 79% of people that I message, and I have calculated this, guys, like when I send all of my messages at night, it's like, I'm going to get a response from that. I'm going to get a response from that. About 70 to 80% of people who I send a message to will at least say, no, thank you. They're not, and it's because I'm using the other tips that Vanessa and Allie used as well. So if you feel like you're new and you've been messaging people and it's not working and no one is responding, first you need to go back and look at the tips that Allie and Vanessa have just given you in terms of your profile and your content and what you're putting out. Sorry, my house is like super loud on Monday nights. And then you need to look at what you are saying to people. Would you be open to connecting with me? Is it cool if I send you some more information? Would you be down to get some more info? Like, throw your own voice into it. Like, if you guys have ever read any of Vanessa's posts, you know that she writes her posts like how she talks. And that's exactly how you should be in your conversations. So that's just kind of how you start a conversation. At that point, once they say, yeah, I'll take more info, every single new person who I've ever met, myself included, when I started this business, does something that we lovingly call word vomit, okay? You're like so excited that somebody just wants some more information that you're like, I'm literally gonna spew all over you about products and prices and programs and discounts and all this. No. Simple, simple, simple. This is my rule of thumb, and I want you guys to follow this. Every single message that you send to somebody should be no more than 3 sentences. Literally 3 sentences. And if it's gonna be more than 3 sentences, you need to send a voice message or get them on the phone. And I know now I've really made you poop your pants at getting on the phone with people, but I'm dead serious about it. Because if you're gonna send somebody a message that's this long, people are gonna read about the first sentence and a half and then the last sentence and a half, and they're gonna miss everything that you said in the middle. That's just the way, that's how I am. That's just how people are, okay? So you need to send, so you send some, hey, can I send you some more information? You say, okay, great. I have a few different options. Would you be more interested in weight loss, energy and detox, or skincare? Narrow it down to just as few options as possible, as quickly as possible, okay? They'll probably pick 2 or 3 things. From what they pick, you then ask them more questions. Do you if they say skincare, you can ask, do you have any skin concerns right now? Yeah, is your skin oily or dry? If it's weight loss, there's just a few things that I ask. Do you like coffee? For obvious reasons. Are you fairly active, and what are your eating habits like? This is going to help me decide what I want to recommend to them. Okay. Distributor conversations go a little bit differently, but since this is a newbies, I figured I'd dig in with like customer conversations. So then from there, once again, they're going to say, yeah, I love coffee and I work out a couple times a week, and but I eat okay. I usually have a cheat meal on the weekends. Your immediate response is going to be to tell them all 7 products. And I want you to just say, okay, great. I think you would love our greens and coffee. The greens helps detox and alkalize your body while giving you nutrients. The coffee is a fat burning coffee with good fats and beauty boosting collagen. How does that sound? And send pictures. I talk to so many new people that are so afraid to have conversations because they haven't tried the products personally. When we have about 7,000 before and after pictures that are approved by our company of other people using the products. You do not have to use the products to share what they do and what they're doing for other people. You just need faith and trust in this company. You pressed join, you might as well be all in. You're on this Zoom, you might as well jump in with both feet, okay? You're here, you paid your $20 or you're 49 or you're 99 or whatever you paid, and you're here, and you might as well just get on board with it. So use before and after pictures, the approved ones from the company. There's literally 7,000 of them. Send pictures. A picture, do that. What's that? A picture speaks 1,000 words or is worth 1,000 words. Tell them 2 sentences about what the product does and then show them what it does. You don't have to be an expert on the keto coffee. You don't have to be an expert on the collagen to show somebody a before and after picture. People don't actually care what it is. If I'm being 100% honest with you, what I've learned, people don't actually care what it is. They just want to know if it works and they want to know if it's going to work for them and how it's going to work for them. So send them a couple sentences about the product, send them before and after pictures, and then say, how does that sound? Or does that sound good? I always end with a question. And then they're going to say, yeah. Once again, you're going to say, okay, great. So the coffee is normally $65, but it's actually only $39 with my discount program. And my discount program is blah, 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 blah. No. Price only. It's normally blank, but it's only blank with my discount program. Does that work for you? And I do that whether I'm saying 6 different products or 1 product. I always say it's normally retail price, but it's only discount price with my discount program. Does that work for you? Just get them to say yes or no before you send them a 77-sentence long explanation of our discount program, okay? So once they've said yes, obviously if they say no, you can offer the business, which is a great transition that I think a lot of new people don't even think about. If somebody tells you they can't afford the products, that is a A1 opportunity to say, dude, I totally understand. I actually started this business because I needed some extra money. Have you ever thought about making an extra income? Have you ever thought about making money on social media? And that's, like I said, that's distributor conversations are for a different Zoom, a different day, because there's like 100 million things I could say about having distributor conversations. And then you're going to give them the discount program, again, 2 or 3 sentences, and then you're just going to sense of urgency the crap out of them. So that's how simple conversations should be. Literally doesn't matter what product you're talking about, doesn't matter what they're interested in. And every single one of you has access to a page with product information and your website and your eSuite and your upline. So there's no excuses for not going out and having these very, 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 very simple conversations with people. And here's the number one thing I want to tell you guys. I just told you how to have a conversation. You are not having this conversation with them to get them as your customer. You are having this conversation with them to tell them about the products, show them what the products do, and tell them what you're offering. It is up to them to decide what they are interested in, if anything. The practice that you get from having conversations alone is going to boost your confidence. And the more people that you share information with, you are going to get customers. But if you go into every conversation thinking, oh my God, this person said yes to my message, they're going to sign up, and then they don't, you're going to get discouraged so quickly, you guys. Okay. So I sign plenty of customers, but I also don't sign plenty of people that I talk to, especially not the first time, the second time, the 4th time, the 9th time that I've talked to them. So let's get into follow-up a little bit. Okay. So every single person that you talk to, you send them a message, they say yes. Immediately, you need to write down their name, or you need to get their phone number and save them in your phone. And it doesn't really matter which way you want to do it. Like Ali said at the beginning, you're going to need a planner and a notebook. I've done paper lists. I've put people in my phone. I've put people in my planner. You got to find a system that works for you. I am organized chaos. I have no real system except for I put people in my planner for whatever day they tell me. And then I do have like a paper list of like whatever's sitting in front of me that day when I'm having conversations, I'm writing them down. Okay. You are going to follow up. This is a Jade Hooper, so get ready for it. You are going to follow up until they sign up or block you or die. And I know that sounds intense, y'all, but the truth of the matter is that I would like to, I wish I could see like a show of hands. How many people had to be followed up with more than 5 times to join this business? Like, how many times did your enroller have to message you to get you to join this business? Okay. I'm going to guess the majority of the people on this Zoom watching this, more than 5 times. Okay. So you must follow up with these people. Now, a lot of people, they're like, well, I don't want to bug anybody. And, she said she was interested, but she said that she would get back with me. She said she would let me know. If anybody says I'll let you know, they go in my planner for the next Friday, because I know they're not going to let me know. It's not their job to let me know. It's my job to follow up. So follow-ups do not have to be pushy. They do not have to be rude. And I guarantee you the reason that I get so many people who want to enroll on my team is because I'm very friendly and very casual in my follow-ups. Okay. So a follow-up can be, hey girl, did I lose ya? After they don't respond to your last message. A follow-up can be, hey, did you have any other questions? A follow-up can just be, hey, I know we talked before about the wraps. I still have a discount spot. Do you want it? As you get farther and farther in the business, it can be more lengthy. And I'm sure some of you who are on here got lengthy messages, like follow-up messages from your enroller at some point. But I think the most important part is just that you don't stop following up. Okay. I have literally followed up with somebody like 25 times and then like with no response, and then had them sign up to be a customer. It's not about you. There is 700 million reasons why somebody would not answer a message besides the fact that they're not interested. Because you know what the real deal is? If somebody's not interested, they will tell you. They will say, no, thank you. Please stop messaging me. I'm no longer interested. Take me off your list. And you can take that personally if you want, but I just take it as an okie dokie and I take them off my list. If somebody is just reading your messages and not responding, there is a part of them that is still interested. There's 100 things that can happen. They had to go back to work after a break. The dog pooped on the carpet. Their kids threw up. They had to go make dinner. It got late and they opened your message and they passed out. Like, how many times have you opened a message and then like forgotten to respond? It happens to me literally all the time. So you need to stop taking it so personally. This is not, yes, it's a business, and yes, we want to create personal relationships, but you need to remember that like you're just some little face like in their phone. And so their priority is probably not messaging you back, which again goes back to why it's so important to do what Allie and Vanessa are talking to you guys about, because yes, you might just be a little face on their phone, but then they're going to go on your Instagram and they're going to see a post from you that's bomb and it's about your life and it's personal. And they're going to go, oh, crap, I need to message Vanessa back. Yes, a message plants the seed. Your posts water that seed. Can I just tell you guys, oh my God, literally yesterday on Facebook, I was in my news feed and I came across this girl. She had posted a picture of her daughter and I had literally been following up with her for like 9 months. And so I commented on the picture of her daughter and I said, oh my God, she is so beautiful. Like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Like, I love your little family. 5 minutes later, girl was in my inbox and signed up to be a distributor. That wasn't a follow-up. That was me just being like, hey, I see you in my timeline. Your daughter's adorable. Blah, blah. And she's going, oh my God, I need to text Hope back because this is something that I want to do and I keep forgetting. Do you guys see what I'm saying? So it's a cycle. Posting quality content, adding quality people, sending quality messages, being consistent. And it all leads into mindset. And that's the last thing that I want to talk to you guys about tonight. Okay. And we're going to get real quick. I talk to so many new people who come back to me. I say, hey, how's it going? And they say, nobody wants to order and no one's responding to my messages. And I tell everyone the price and they say it's too expensive and I'm not really adding that many people and I'm not getting any likes on my posts. Okay, hold up, girlfriend. Did you just spend the past 5 minutes arguing for your limitations? Because you ain't nobody got time for that. I can help you with a different message. I can help you with making a better post. I can help you take better pictures. I can help you find some personal development. I can help you, follow up with this person or do a 3-way call with this person for that matter. But I cannot stop you if you're going to keep arguing all of the reasons why you can't do this. Stop arguing for your limitations, y'all, and start arguing for your dreams. If you're feeling frustrated and your upline messages you and says, hey, how's it going? Instead of saying, well, nobody wants to order, I don't really know, nobody, say, God, I just feel like something's missing. Can you help me with my message? God, I just feel like something's missing. Can you tell me if you think this post is good? Can you tell me if you would post this picture? Where do you go to add people on Facebook? Ask what growth mindset, okay? Scarcity mindset says that there's not enough and you're going to run out and you're not going to be successful and you're going to be a failure. And if you stay in that mindset, you will not be successful in this because you're always going to be talking yourself out of it. But if you get into this growth mindset of there's billions of people in the world, we're open in 25 countries, you have the exact same website, products, company, customer service, training, everything as Jade Hooper and me and Allie and Vanessa and every other successful person that works. You have the same exact thing. Growth mindset. I just need to get better. I just need to ask questions. I just need to keep learning. And I went live on my Facebook earlier today because I have literally so many people ask, well, how did you do it? How did you become successful? My determination was stronger than my discouragement ever was. Ever. And you're sitting here and you're like, oh, but it's just so much easier said than done. I've got 700 kids and a full-time job and 7 classes and my mom-in-law told me it's a scam. It is not always easy. It is not always easy to separate the negativity of your life from this business. But the sooner you can learn that everything else that's going on in your life has nothing to do with your business success, the sooner you will just get it and it'll click. And I wish I could tell you what makes that click happen, y'all, but it will click for you and you will start posting quality content and adding quality people and sending quality messages and having these good conversations with people. Your mindset will determine whether you succeed or fail. You can take every tip that you've heard here tonight about posting and adding people and branding yourself and sending messages and getting organized and all of these things. But if you do not first believe that you can do it, you will not. It's just the way that it is. So the other thing that I wanted to say is that if you're really struggling with this, like really struggling, this is where that 5th basic comes into play, okay? And it's the one that we do not spend enough time talking about. Posting, messaging, adding new people, following up, personal development, whatever that means for you, whatever your belief system is. If that's you reading the Bible every day because you need to know that God has got your back, that's what you do to feel good. If you need to listen to Gary Vaynerchuk literally swear at you and cuss you out to get you going, like that's what you need to listen to. For me recently, it's been Mel Robbins. Mel Robbins has been speaking life into me recently. Okay, I'm listening to Take Control of Your Life by Mel Robbins, and it is bomb, and it's making me pumped. You need to go on YouTube and search morning motivation. You need to go to podcasts and search entrepreneur. You need to listen to the Pam Souter podcast. I don't even care who you are. Every single person on this freaking Zoom needs to listen to the Pam Souter podcast. There is so many options for you to be growing your mindset, growing your skill set, and expanding your mind and seeing how big this truly is and how big you can truly be. So at the end of it all, like, you can have the conversation, you can post the best post, you can be totally organized, you can follow up 100,000 times, but your paycheck will not grow past your mindset. It just will not. You cannot have, what did they say at conference? You can't have a broke mindset and a millionaire mindset at the same time. You just cannot. And I'm not saying any of you need to make $1 million, but you also can't have a broke mindset and a $500 a month mindset at the same time. You cannot have both. So take it from somebody who grew up very poor, I know Vanessa and Allie feel me on this. Take it from somebody who's had to work through a lot of personal stuff, including anxiety, including past trauma, including. It's not easy, but it's easier if you're doing the work up here and out your thumbs on your phone, okay? Because Ali said this in a live one time, and it's just literally completely stuck with me. It's just pressing buttons in your phone. The same buttons you can press to order a pizza, you can press to get a customer. It's just what freaking order you press them in, okay? The rest of it is this. The rest of it is how you feel about yourself, how you talk about yourself, and your continuous search for growth. Literally, me, Vanessa, and Allie put this page together, and I spend more time learning from both of them than I do creating content from this page. Because I want to be better. I might be a double diamond right now, and you guys are all thinking, holy crap, double diamond. But I have expanded my belief and my mindset. Now I'm like, why aren't I ambassador yet? I better get my shit together. It's time to go. Like, I better learn from Vanessa how to edit a picture better. I learn from Allie how to rock the Facebook algorithm, because I want more from my life now. So I think that's it though. And if you guys just take these tips, take these basics, and just use them, and just use them every single day. And I think that that's really the last piece, is like, if you are doing all of these things, you're making the posts and they're good quality, and you're sending the messages and they're genuine, and you're having these great conversations, and you're following up, and you're adding quality people, and you're listening to personal development, and you feel so good, wait for it. Wait for it. Do not get caught up in it's not happening fast enough. No. When you are doing everything that you are supposed to be doing, it is just a matter of time. And if you feel like you're not doing enough, then ask. And me or Allie or Vanessa or whoever your enroller is will tell you exactly what you need to do. That's it.
Oh, Hopi. Oh, so good. Oh, you just so funny. Your video when me and Vanessa were on Zoom earlier, and Vanessa was doing like the hope hands, and you were doing it enough. You just like, you have such a way with words, and I think that some people
I think this is from, I did speech and debate where we had to do like oral interpretation, and so there was a lot of like hand movements that came in with it, and I think and I'm Italian.
No, it keeps me like involved. I'm like, yeah, and what next? Tell me more. Okay, all right. So you Hope.
You're welcome.
Well, really quick before we end this, I'm gonna pop over really quick to Vanessa, and I have one more question for her, because I think this is something that she can kind of, it's totally on the spot. So, okay, just kidding. Hold on. Hold on. How do I unmute you? What's going on? Okay, hold on. Okay, so I want to know. Hold on. Let me, so you can give your amazing answer. Let's just pretend, for the sake of this, that I just signed up and I got the samples in my kit, right? And I'm so excited. I get my kit. I've got 7 days worth of samples, or maybe you chose the wraps or the collagen or whatever, right? And I have some product. So now obviously I need to be using the product that came in my kit, because that's how I'm going to use it on my Instagram story. I'm going to use it on my Facebook story. That's how I'm going to show people that I'm actually using these products. But then what? How important is product use to you? How important is auto ship to you? Can you kind of just touch on that? Walk us through, I got my kit, I got these samples. How do I get more product? How do I stay consistent with product use?
Yes. Okay, so that's like another huge thing, is that I think Allie or Hope said that earlier too, or Allie said that, like how if you just find a random picture and you never do your nails and you never have acrylics on it, blah, 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 and you post that picture, everyone knows that it's not your photo. You're not using the products. That's another huge thing when you are posting, when it's time for you to incorporate your biz posts in your, social media platform, your use of them is going to make people care so much more. I'll tell you guys something. When I first started my biz, I didn't get anywhere for 6 months because my belief in myself was so small, and I was really overweight. And I just did not feel good about myself. And so finally I just said, I did not have money. My account was in the negative all the time. And I just said, you know what, I'm going to sacrifice and I'm going to start getting the wraps and the ThermoFit and the Fat Fighters. And I started losing weight with the products, and my belief went up so high, you guys. My sixth month in the business is when I got over myself and I said, I'm going to sacrifice and I'm going to run my auto shipment. I ran my auto shipment every single month, even with a negative account, and I got products for myself. I started losing weight and seeing what these products can do. Literally 6 months from that point, I went diamond, making $2,000 a month. When I started using the products, my belief went up and everyone else's belief in me went up. Okay, so that is something that's incredibly, incredibly important. So after you have those samples, then you should really be working on that shopping spree. That's $100 in free product and a guaranteed paycheck, of course, as you're getting that 150 PBV. Okay, but after that fact, you guys, I don't know if you might be super, super new. You've never heard of auto shipment before. Maybe you're in the business for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months and you still don't understand the importance of it. Are you somebody who doesn't enroll a lot of customers? Are you still in the back of your head like, I'm afraid to talk to people about this because you don't believe in the products yourself still? That's a big problem. That's going to hold you back so much. If you listen to Pam Souter talk, she always says lead with the product. Every time. Why? It's for yourself, your own belief, and for your customers' belief. Nobody is going to believe this product. No one is. I'm telling you guys, you can post everyone else's results for forever. And I mean, at the beginning, of course, do that. It's going to take you some time to get your results. Like Hope said, like when you're talking to people, send results of other people. People know you just started. They know it's going to take you a little time to get some results. But at the same time, you need to start working on your own, and that's what auto shipment does for you. It guarantees your paycheck every single month. Oh my God, I have like hair stuck to my lip. I'm sorry. It feels so weird. It guarantees your paycheck every single month. And you're also going to be having products that you can use. You need to be using your products, you guys. There's something about a passion that you gain when you start using your products every day consistently that is going to change your business, that confidence level, that belief in what this business can do. And it's such a huge, huge deal. So make sure that's something that you guys, once you use those products in your kit, your next focus, you should not even wait that long, but like you should immediately be focusing on that $100 shopping spree. You can get $100 worth of more products. And then after that, every single month, run your auto shipment. It used to be required to run your auto shipment and it isn't anymore, which is why it doesn't get talked about as much, but it's there for a reason. It's there in the comp plan because it's so important. So if you feel like there's something missing and your belief isn't very strong and people aren't reacting to you the way you want them to, it's probably that. You're probably not using your products enough. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at all the people in this business who enroll the most loyal customers, if you check their stories every day, they are literally making their keto coffee every single day. They are literally taking their vitamins every single day on their story. They're literally doing their collagen. They're literally putting their wraps on. People believe them and they believe in it themselves. And that will take you so, so, so far. Is that what you wanted, Allie Frazier?
Like, no, that was so good because I think at the end of the day, that is really what it is. I know that for being in this business for a while, there have been times in my business where I've stopped consistently using the products. And you know what happens? My enrollments go down too. It's like the more I use my products, the more people I enroll. And it's because people do want these products, you guys. I can't tell you how many times I'm seeing on my timeline right now, I want to lose weight. I want to tone up. I want to do a juice cleanse. Tell me about that celery juicing drink stuff. Tell me about who's got it's all over my top. People are dying they're not dying. They're wanting to lose weight. They're wanting to feel better. They're wanting to, and that, you guys, my number one tip for all of you newbies, and that was me, because when I started, my friends and family thought I had gone off the deep end. They're like, what is this girl doing? Leave us out of it. And I literally, what I kept telling myself is, you know what? I can find 4 people on Instagram that want longer hair. They're out there. I can find 4 people out of the billions of people on Instagram. I can find 4 that want longer hair. I've just got to look for them. I can find 4 people that want to lose weight. I can find 4 people that have bad skin and are tired of spending hundreds of dollars on treatments when we've got a collagen that'll clear them right up. So with that being said, you guys, you have to, one, have that belief. And that's a huge thing too, because in the beginning, whether or not people will admit it, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to have that confidence when you're talking to a customer when you don't have your personal experience. And like me and Hope and Vanessa just said, you have your team and their experiences. You have their before and afters, and that's to get you started. But there is no reason why, if you have gotten your kit, you've gotten your samples, there's no reason why you shouldn't be using one of the keto energy and writing a post about how that made you feel, and taking an Instagram boomerang of you putting it in your mouth and it melting on your tongue. If you want people to support you, they have to feel like, oh my gosh, well, if she's using it, then I want to try this. And that's the other thing too, you guys, with us posting more about our lives and more about us and more about what you had for dinner, or your kid's soccer tournament this weekend, or, you know, the adoption event, or whatever it is, the more that you're talking about yourself and adding value and posting a funny meme or a do-it-yourself project on Pinterest or a mom hack or a college kid hack, the more that you're putting out into social media, when you do put up a post that's like, hey, I'm looking for a couple more people that want to swap out their coffee, and you just, that's as simple as it is, people are gonna be like, what do you mean, swap out my coffee? I love coffee. What are you talking about? Oh, I would be interested. More people are gonna be interested if you use the whole like curiosity factor to in your favor. If you make people wonder like, wait, what is this skinny coffee? Wait, what are these hair, skin, and nails things? What is drinkable skincare? Do you guys know how many like wannabe working on becoming professional makeup artists I've had reach out and be like, drinkable skincare? What is that? Because that's what I call it. I don't call it collagen. I don't call it Tropical Crush, It Works Collagen. I just say our drinkable skincare. And guess what happens? People are like, you can drink your skincare? Wait, what? Use that curiosity. Use that, you know, kind of I'm a down low, going to slip it in a post really quick, or I'm a down low, I'm going to slip my keto coffee in this boomerang of my really cute dog and say, you know, skinny coffee and puppy snuggles or whatever it is. If you guys can subconsciously, I mean intentionally, but if you can slip It Works in instead of throwing it up all over the place, it is going to help you. And that's why we're here, you guys. That's why we're doing this. That's why we're having this Zoom, because we understand that 3 years ago when we started, how you worked this business was very different. And that's something that some of you I know have been watching me for a while, have been watching Vanessa or Hope or whoever you signed up, but you've been watching for a while. And if that's the case, maybe you haven't, but you've seen It Works posts, you've seen the unique posts, you've seen multi-level marketing posts, right? And so some of you guys are so amped up and so excited and so new that you are just on fire. And we love that. But we want to help you take that fire and use it the right way to get you the best results. Sure, if you're fired up and you want to post 37 times today about keto coffee on your timeline, it's your business. You have every right to do that. But I'm telling you, as someone that is up to date with the social media changes, up to date with how, you know, marketing on Facebook and Instagram works, someone who knows how to sign a loyal customer, how to get people in eSuite, how to grow my paycheck, I'm telling you that posting 37 times a day about keto coffee is a waste of your time. I would rather see what you had for dinner. Your people would rather see, you know, the concert tickets you just bought your husband. They would rather see things about your life. Think about it very much like the Kardashians, right? As much as we want to admit that we don't watch them, and you know, I'm the same way. Like but when I catch them on TV, I'm just kind of like, it's interesting. That's why I get caught up in YouTube land, because I love just watching other people's lives. So I just want you guys to kind of understand why we're telling you what we're telling you. These things are all extremely important. And there's literally, that's what I love also about our company, you guys. If you went out into the world right now, we all went on a field trip, right? This whole Zoom, we all went on a field trip to Walmart. For the next 100 people that walked through that door of Walmart, I could find them a product that we sell, that they need, that they don't even know they need right now. Because we have such an array of products. We have weight loss, we have weight gain, we have vitamins, we have the drinkable skincare, we have the whole skincare line, we have keto, we have coffee, we have pixie sticks, we have a healthy version of Gatorade now. Like, we have literally something for everyone. So if you go into conversations and go into this business with that mindset, knowing that, listen, I've got a product for everyone, and I want to make a point to help each person find the right product for them. Because you guys, and then I'm going to end this because I know we kind of went over, but this is something that I'm seeing a lot from our newer teammates, is that you guys are posting, and that's amazing, and you're having conversations, and you guys are not totally familiar with the products yet. You're not sure which products work best together. You're not sure which products to recommend for certain things. And so while you're learning the products, what I did when I started is I took 5 to 10 minutes every night, and I'd go read about a couple products on my website. And I just do this until I felt like I had a familiar idea of what the greens did and what the Confianza did and what the Relief did, right? This was before we had like scripts of what every description of the product was. That wasn't around when we started. But you guys, not every product is meant for every person. I mean, for example, our regular ThermoFit. This is something that I use myself as an example. The regular ThermoFit, I'm not active enough to take it. Every time that I've taken our regular ThermoFit, I've gained weight. If I was a customer that you just sent me your link and were like, here, check out my website, and I bought ThermoFit thinking that, oh, I'll lose weight, metabolism booster, this is great, I'll buy this, and then I buy it and I start taking it and I start gaining weight, I'm gonna be super upset. But if someone had told me before I went on the website and bought it, hey, the ThermoFit is for people that are more active, who are on their feet all day, who go to the gym, who work out, I'd be like, that's definitely not the product for me. Maybe I should try something else. So product knowledge is important, you guys. And if you want to sign customers and you want them to get the best results so they keep coming back, you want them to fall in love with these products just like you have, just like we have. And so it is so important to make sure you're recommending the right products for the people that you're talking to. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Do you like coffee? How much are you looking to lose? Is your skin dry? Is it oily? Do you have more random breakouts, or are do you feel like you're broken out, most of the time? Ask them. It is our job. They don't know the products, you guys. It's not their job to know the products. As distributors, it's our job to find out the best product for them, the best product, for their budget, and help them go through the process of their 90-day challenge, being there to support them, being there to check in with them, being there to answer any questions, being there to let them know about new sales that we have while they're going through their 90-day challenge. So I am going to stop recording.